Good morning. Hi. That's baby girl. Oh, I look lovely. Okay, well, hello. I just woke up not too long ago. Me and baby girl just woke up. And Papa was already out the door. He has some stuff to do with the veterans today. But I wanted to speak on some stuff that happened last night. It was a really, triggeration night last night. It was all about... there was a lot happening. A lot of triggeration, shall we say, going on. I want to start off by saying hooray for Trisha's vindication yet again, and thanks, Sam, for putting on that live stream. Well done, ladies, well done. Sorry, I can't put my coffee down. But there's all this controversy. I'm really stuffed up. I might need to grab tissue. There's all this controversy surrounding MFW and using the N-word. Now, my 2 cents on the matter. Me personally, I used to like to use the G word to explain things that were stupid or lame. And by the G word, I'm gonna say it, gay. And for those of you that got offended by that, I'm sorry. I used to say, oh, that's so gay, you know. And I thought, and my personal opinion on the word still stands, that I don't feel that it means homosexual. To me, that word's different for me, but I do realize that a lot of people do get offended by my use of that word. Hence the reason why I have purposefully made a conscious effort to not use that word as a slang word describing something that's lame or stupid. And that's my bad. You know, that's, again, everyone has their own opinions on stuff, and has their own opinions on words and how they should be used, but excuse me, the N-word, personally, I don't think should be used, period. Do I think MFW is racist? I don't know. Personally, I don't know her, but she's ignorant for using that word so casually. She's ignorant. Extremely ignorant. And that's my opinion. That's my opinion. See, we're allowed to have opinions, and we can voice them on this wonderful thing we call YouTube. My lighting is just really off. Well, that made it worse. Whoa. I don't mean to blind you. Wow, now all I see are white dots everywhere. Anyway, so yeah, I hope that as a community, we can try to make a conscious effort to not I understand that she's in the business of pissing people off, and she's in the business of throwing people under the bus and yada 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 yada. I can go on and on and on. But I think, especially if you're fairly popular in the community and you have a following, and people will basically do whatever you say, which is kind of weird, but okay. You should really set an example. You know what I mean? You should probably, drama's drama, and it's all good and fun until you start bringing real people's lives into it, until you start using words that shouldn't be coming out your mouth, period, point blank, and then making it be okay, and then having all 200 or 300 some odd people that are watching you think that, oh yeah, it's okay, because she says it's okay, it's cool. So I do not support that. No one is perfect. I myself am not perfect. I just gave you guys a perfect example of how I am not perfect in the beginning of this video, in which you guys can rewatch. But that is my opinion on the matter. I'm not going to speak much else on it except for the fact that stop with the ignorance. Really? Stop with the ignorance. Like, that's... Are we really that ignorant? Like, really though? Like, come on. That's not cool. Like, for example, I'm sure some people probably aren't offended by that, and they don't think that it's a bad word, and, you know, to each their own. But I'm telling you my opinion. In my opinion, she needs not to be using that word in that way under any circumstance. I don't care if you're trying to get views. I don't care if you're trying to be funny. It's ignorant. Stop being ignorant, dude. Enough, okay? You've shown us all how ignorant you are. Just, how about let this one go and, you know, be done with it. Oh, people are chatting. I didn't even know anyone was in here. Oh, there's 10 people in here. Hi, Tabby. Hi, up in the house. Hi, computer. Hi, Karen. I look like hell. But that's my opinion on it. You know what I mean? That's my opinion on it. I'm native, and I've had people call me Indian. It didn't offend me. Although it does offend me when people, like, are you Indian? Like, you know, like they come up to me and they're like, oh, what Indian are you? You know, that's offensive, kind of, you know what I mean? But to their own, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're racist, though. It just means that they don't know, like, to say native, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? It doesn't necessarily mean that that person's racist. It's just they're not, like, educated enough. What's the word? They're just, the ignorance is there, okay? That's only ignorance. I should probably, title this vlog Ignorance? Because I'm Chippewa, and people know, you know, I represent the Chippewa tribe. And, well, I'm like half, but that's neither here nor there. I'm a little less than half, though. Yeah, like, so let's try to be good people and be good versions of ourselves, and stop using words we know is going to get everyone all butthurt and twisted and weird. And, you know, she does it for views, and I hate to say it, we all fell into her lap. So let's all get off of her lap, move on, don't use the N-word, stop being ignorant, and I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna finish my coffee and tend to baby girl. I hope that was a good vlog for y'all. I wouldn't think to just walk up to someone and ask them what they are. Me either. I know. I've done that. I'm guilty of that, actually. I'm offended by the word, but still wrong saying it. Yeah, like, up in the house. He's a black guy. He's saying, I'm not offended by the word, you know. And I get that. Like, I like, when everyone says, oh, is she racist? I don't think she's racist. I think she's just ignorant. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, it's really simple. Like, whatever. Gosh, you guys, my allergies are so bad. Me and baby girl are, like, dying over here. Our noses are all clogged up. Look how terrible I look. Look at this. This is first thing in the morning. This is how I look right here. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. And let's try to be mindful of each other. Like, you know, like how I just said, the G word doesn't bother me personally. And I used to use it a lot as slang in the past, but on a public platform, I realize that some people can get offended by that. And I try to stay as neutral as possible on here. Like, I try to make sure that, like, everyone can be here and feel welcome here and not be like, oh, you know, And that's why I try to make a conscious effort and like catch myself before I do stupid shit. And I mean, you would think by now MFW would be like, oh, you know, I get it. But she doesn't care. So that's the difference between her and I. So anyway, peace, love, be good to each other. Stay positive, even though it's really, really hard sometimes. And someone needs to wash that girl's mouth out with soap. Yeah, but where are you at? I'm just kidding. Love you guys. Be positive, stay positive, be good to each other. It's too early for this. It's too early for this. No, please just turn off for me. Let me see what you're saying first before I turn off, actually. I always hate when I do that. I leave and then, like, there's comments. I need more coffee. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna try to shut this off while I read your comments. It's for shock value. Yes, Karen. Thank you, computer.